Let me demonstrate how to import Revit files from BIMobjects.com with all of their associated BIM data, and in this case we will turn that object into a door item in ARCHLine and use it as a drawing item. If you visit BIMobjects.com, which is the world's largest and fastest growing digital content management system for BIM objects, you can use the search field or you can use the filters there. Like I'm actually searching for doors now, so I just click on the door symbol and then I further filter to the revolving doors. And once I find the door that I like, which actually fits my project now, I just click on the icon of it, the image of it, and then I can download the RFA file, the Revit file. I just browse for the folder, I name the file and save it on my computer. Once the RFA file is saved on the computer locally, you can go to File menu, Import and Import. And here you need to set up the proper file type, so you will see the downloaded Revit family files. And then you can select the file itself and click on Open. The software will import this object with all of its components and BIM data, and you can decide whether you would like to further change it, perhaps removing parts, because this object represents not just one representation of this door. And then you can build up the 3D of this object to check if you like the result or it needs further change. If you would like to use this object not as only an object but also as a door, then you can use the new door command, convert object into door, and then you need to select this object with all of its components and then hit enter to be able to set up the reference points for this door. These are the reference points for the two sides of the door, so you need to align these reference points, snap them to the original drawing. Actually, if the drawing itself is just simply too complex, then you can zoom in and find whether you could snap these to the proper point, and if not, you can of course also later adjust it. This little arrow indicates the front of the door. In the following appearing dialog, you can set up the name. This actually comes from the object, and then you can also set up a category and a subcategory. These behave as library folders, for example. I'm typing revolving as a subcategory, and then you can also even check the BIM properties, and you can find that everything, every BIM data which was actually saved with this object originally is inherited. It came with the object when I have imported it. And at the end, you can also set up the producer. You can type a name for the producer, and once you hit OK, the software will save this into the libraries of ARCHLine. From that point on, you can use this object as any other doors. You can insert them into walls, you can draw them by 2 points, or just as in this case, I would like to use it as a free item, so I would like to place it with its corner point, and then I need to set up an angle to that. So this is what I'm doing now. I'm selecting a corner point and snapping this door to an original drawing part. Once that is done, you will be able to see the 2D symbol and the 3D object, 3D body of this door. Now this is a real 3D door in ARCHLine, and when you select it, you can double check if you can find the BIM parameters at the left hand side, that each and every BIM parameter that we have imported with that original object is now part of this ARCHLine door. This is how to import objects. This is how to import Revit files from BIMobjects.com and then turn them later into doors.